What is the meaning of dead lock? Some lock is called. And it's చచ్చిపోలేదు కానీ almost చచ్చిపోయినట్టే. It's not dead but almost dead. Now tell me, what is the meaning of deadlock? If two threads are depending on each other to complete, then we call it as what? Deadlock. See, if something is dead, can it move or cannot move? Cannot move. Two trains are coming on the same track, but drivers have seen that opposite, then they have applied the brake. Not like Orissa accident. Now, first train driver have seen second driver coming on the same track. Second driver also seen that first train coming on the same track. They applied the brake and almost coming narrow, and stopped. Next, what happened? This driver, that driver come out and then chai leke, chai pita, no. Then started fighting. Like, how did you come on the same train? Worst fellow. If I have not seen what happened, same dialogue. Right? If I have not seen what happened, why did you come on the same track? Then both people started fighting. Or any one of the train will go back? No. That means they are not moving any place. They are only as it is there. That means almost dead, na? You're not moving dead. So that's why it is called. It is a dead by leaving the life or by locking life. That's why it is called deadlock. If two threads are depending on each other for completing their execution, then we call it as what? Deadlock. If a first thread waiting for second thread to complete, second thread is also waiting for first thread to complete, then that situation of execution, the past situation of the execution is called what? Deadlock. Because no thread will be resumed because this thread never complete, first thread also never complete, second thread also never complete. So which keyword creates deadlock situation? Already in front of answer there, right? Which keyword creates a deadlock situation? Synchronized keyword. Inside a synchronized method, if I call another synchronized, other object synchronized method, in return, in other thread also, if I am calling synchronized method on the object which is locked by first thread, then first thread waiting for second thread to release the lock. Second thread waiting for first thread to release the lock. Finally, no thread release the lock. It entered into deadlock situation. So synchronized keyword creates deadlock. Shall we try to develop code? To develop deadlock situation, totally how many classes I required? Totally how many classes? Don't look at my face. Look at the screen. 3. Now what are the 3? Main method. There are 3 classes over. Thread 1, thread 2, main thread. 3 classes. But what about these objects? Without objects, there is no synchronization. For objects, we need a separate class. How many classes? 4. Then what about this second object? Answer there on the screen. Answer there on screen. I am telling you, no. This object 1, M1, M2 methods. Object 2, M2, M4 methods. Right? So totally how many classes required? 5 classes. ఏంటో అన్నీ చెప్పాలి ఒక్కడ కూడా ఆలోచించు Telugu people, did you watch Gamya movie? Gammy, old movie. Allar Naresh, Sarvanand, Brahmananda. Saroja na Brahmananda. ఎవరన్నా వాళ్ళ వైపు పిలుస్తూ ఉంటారు కదా, పేరేంటి? వాట్ ద మూవీ, ఐ మీన్ వార్ నేమ్. నువ్వు దిగద్దు, లోపలే ఉండు, లోపలే నరుస్తూ ఉంటాడు. ఉల్లాసం వచ్చాక సరోజ వద్దు సరోజ అమ్మా సరోజ వద్దమ్మా సరే ఆ సరోజ వేరు ఈ సరోజ వేరు ఓకే okay in that movie listen one lorry driver and one bus driver will come opposite and sitting and both are fighting, big traffic jam happen. Brahmananda is standing there. Now Sarvananda will go and beat one driver saying Thira. Then this driver say అలా చెప్పండి సార్ మీరు చెప్తే కానీ బుద్ధి ఉండదండి నల్ల నరేశ్వరు బీత నువ్వు తీరా అని ఓకే you people will not understand because that is Telugu movie no that is called deadlock no Telugu people the two drivers both got warned to remove their vehicles to clean what deadlock so the deadlock situation now I'm going to show you deadlock and you should teach me how to solve this deadlock situation okay look at that so now I am trying to create thread 1 already completed let's say ex thread I'm taking this class name as what ex thread th1 equal to new ex thread which will take example object given example or you can say ex already there e1 equal to new ex ex class already there ఏదో క్లాస్ let me next b1 equal to new b thread th2 equal to new b thread b1 then I have to call th1 dot start th2 dot start this is main method code now do you have class A no class B no A thread B thread no I have to create class A class A contain two methods void m1 sopln double quotes am1 start am1 end between I am calling thread dot sleep of 100 milliseconds or 1000 milliseconds this am1 method will take b object as an argument after sleep time I'm calling b dot m4 next here in this class I have void m2 system dot out dot print double quotes b m2 class B void m3 it will take a object as an argument system dot out dot println b m3 start I'm writing code for generating deadlock understand what I'm writing there is no business logic that's why I'm taking class name as abcd and then here I'm calling thread dot sleep of any number you can give 2000 or 1000 whatever and then after this I'm calling a1 dot m2 okay and here I'm creating void m4 method system dot out dot println double quotes b m4 I should handle exception for sleep method surround with the try catch okay Create threads, class, a thread, extend thread, run. A1. A1 dot
घर में बैठने का आदत नहीं है ना, एक
M1
जगह बैठने का आदत नहीं है.
bypassing B1. How many objects required here? Sorry, B1. Are you understanding what code I am writing? That's it. Simple code. Tell me the flow of execution. First step, what happened? Main thread created. Main thread created. Then A object created. B object created. Then A thread object created with A1, B1. And just I call th1 dot start thread of execution created pointing to current object A1. Okay. Argument object I'm not considering. Okay. Next, B thread th2 b1 a1 th2 dot start. Then it is getting access to what? B1 object is the current object. Are both the threads using same object or different objects? Their execution concurrent. Okay. Now here run method, inside run method we call a1 dot m1 of b1. Tell me, m1 method is a synchronized method or non-synchronized method? Non-synchronized means object locked or not locked? Not locked. Then m1 method execution started, am1 start, then sleep. Thread execution is passed. Then it is shifting to second thread. Inside second thread, run method has called b1 dot m3 of a1. Tell me, now m1 m3 method is synchronized method or non-synchronized? Then b1 object is locked or not locked? Not locked. Then execution started concurrently. Then here what happened? The first statement bm1 bm3 start, then sleep method call, then program execution passed here, coming here. Am I right? Then here you are calling after sleep time b1 dot m4. Tell me, m4 method is static method or non synchronized or non-synchronized? Then it can go and execute. Yes or no? Yes, completed. Now control is after that thread is completed. Now control is going to B object. Inside B object M3 method, A1 dot M2. M2 method is normal method or synchronized method? Normal method means object locked or not locked, doesn't matter, it will go on access. So now I got what do you call it? Deadlock or no deadlock? Okay, got clarity here? Now I am going to declare these methods as synchronized. Synchronized. M2 method synchronized. M3 method synchronized. And M4 method synchronized. Tell me what happened. Will you get deadlock now? Explain the flow again. మీకు చెప్తే అర్థం అవుతుంది చూస్తే అర్థం అవుతుంది ఓకే ఇఫ్ యూ టెల్ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ ద స్క్రీన్ యూ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ ఎనీథింగ్ సో ఫస్ట్ main thread completed, threads are started, then control come to run method. Inside run method you call a1 dot m1 of a1 dot m1 of b1. What happened here? Control come to m1 method. JVM found m1 method is synchronized. Then synchronized method will lock which object? Current object or argument object or both? Synchronized method will lock only. Then A1 object is locked. Tell me, this object is not available to other threads for executing what type of methods? Synchronized methods. Is this object allowed to other thread for executing non-synchronized methods? Tell me, M1 method message displayed A1 start. Then now, what do you call it? Its execution is passed. When execution is passed, now JVM shifting to second thread. Inside second thread run method, what we call B1 dot M2 of A1. What happened here? M2 method is what type of method? Synchronized. Then which object is locked? B1 object is locked by which thread? TH2. This is the TH1 and this is TH2. And then because TH1 is passed, JVM shifting to first thread. First thread sleeping time completed. Down you have written B1 dot M4. Tell me, in B1 class, M4 method available? Yes. Is it a normal method or synchronized method? If you want to execute synchronized method, the object lock must be available, na? Tell me, from the what do you call it? From the A thread, TH1 thread, can it access B object? No. Why? Because it is already locked by TH. Then execution passed, it is coming to what? Second thread. In second thread, what is written? A1 dot M3. Then in A class, M3 method also declared as what? Synchronized. Then now JVM trying to access M3 method by using this object. Possible or not possible? Because it is synchronized, the object must be locked by currently running thread. It is not possible. Then at what time M1 TH1 completed? If TH2 completed. At what time TH2 completed? When TH1 is complete. Okay. So now both are entered into come tomorrow. You come tomorrow. Same cursor blinking will be there. Understood?
Yes.
Even you come tomorrow also, if you don't shut down the system, the cursor blinking tomorrow also like that. After 1 year you come. Blinking. Why? It is waiting for that thread that never complete. Because it is waiting on first thread never complete. So this situation is called? Understand the flow? Intel will ask a question, explain deadlock. Then you be silent. Be silent. Then Intel, come on, deadlock. Okay. So if you ask question, I will answer. No, you answer, I will ask question. No, you ask question, I will answer. Now you are waiting him to ask the question. Waiting for you to answer some question. Tell something about deadlock. ఏం చెప్పాలి నీ deadlock లో? What I should tell in the deadlock? Ask a specific question, you are waiting. No, you start, I will ask. No. You start, I will answer. So now what happened between two the people? How to solve the deadlock problem? How to solve deadlock? You must use synchronizer keyword very carefully. You know, if you use synchronizer keyword in a wrong way, your program goes to deadlock. Tell me, if I remove synchronizer keyword to one of the methods here, deadlock situation gone? Think and tell me. I remove M4 method synchronized. M4 is not synchronized. Then what happened? Deadlock will come or will not come? Will come or will not come? Everyone. Deadlock coming or not coming? BM3 start, AM1 start. BM3 end, AM1 end. No deadlock. Why? Call my Bolana. Yesterday I told you. What I told you yesterday? Object lock means it's not box, keys, locks. Object lock means this object is not available to other threads for running same synchronized or other synchronized methods. Repeat again. What is the meaning of object lock? For executing same synchronized or other synchronized method, this locked object not available to other threads. For executing non-synchronized method, lock required or not required? Not required. So when you call B1.M4 method, will JVM sees that B1 object locked or not locked? No. Directly it will execute M1 method, M4 method, and M4 method with the help of this keyword, it will access directly this object. Locking doesn't matter to M4 method because it is a non-synchronized method. Okay, na? Right. After M4 method completed, control, go back to M1. Then do you have any other statements? No. M1 method execution completed. Lock is broken. Now A1 object available, na? Then control come to B1 thread. Here I call A1.M3. M3 method synchronized or non-synchronized? Oh, I am sleeping or you are sleeping? M3 method is synchronized. Then A1 object can be locked or cannot be locked because there is no lock. So A object is again locked for TH2, completes its execution, and then M2 method also complete its execution. So if you want to develop synchronization to stop object data inconsistent modification, there is a chance you may get what? Deadlock. So you have to carefully use synchronized keyword to stop getting deadlock. Understood? Give me 2 minutes. Think. I'll come back. Completed? Everyone understood? Right. So this program, same program with a good explanation and diagram there in the material. Read and enjoy. Are you finding every program in material? Any difficulty in understanding material? Yes, sir? If you are finding any difficulties, let me know. Okay. Hey, ITC and not company name. Your favorite. Huh? Today, 11 o'clock batch completed. Not this batch not completed. Session complete, class complete. 11 o'clock class completed at 1 o'clock. Then after, then I'm taking my car going outside. Actually, one student is running. Why is running? I didn't understand. And then chaka he went to that buddy shop, bought one cigarette and taken one sip. I am watching, but he didn't notice me. I gave horn. Okay. After that, and look at me. See, you should enjoy the habit, but you should not get addicted to that habit. If you get addicted, then a lot of problems you are going to face in future. Okay. If you cannot to do with that, without doing the particular thing, then you become addiction. So to a thing, to a habit, to a person, never get addicted. Understand? Again repeating. To a person, most danger. Or to a thing, or to a habit, never get addicted. Some people, they get addicted with, things. For example, in my childhood, when I was studying my BSc, I bought one cycle. So I fully addicted to cycle. So how much nicely I used to manage that cycle and look after the cycle. Then after BSc complete, I went to the MCA in different place. Their cycle not required. I dropped the cycle in the home and I left. After 1 month, I came back. My mother not looking after that cycle properly. Complete dust and dirty. Got angry and crying like anything. Then my mother looked at me and asked, "Hey, kya hua? What happened? Why you didn't care of my cycle? Hey, the cycle that will not happen anything. Why you are crying?" Then I realized, Amma should not be get addicted with anything. So, please. Amma, everyone don't be addicted, but how to be addicted to you? Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you how to not get addicted to a person. Okay. Don't think about that person. If you are thinking, 24/7, okay, what he is doing, what she is doing, what is your job, you do that job. If you keep on thinking for anything, for a thing or for a for a habit or for a person, if you are thinking, then unknowingly started getting addicted. Once you get addicted, Nana, if that thing or person or a habit not coming when you think, then you will get started getting angry, frustration. Then slowly in the room, Fan is asking, Aja, I'm waiting for you. Na? How to get addicted to studies? Opposite, think. Okay, I got addicted to teaching. I'll tell you my habit. I got addicted to teaching, that too only Java. Okay, how I got addicted? Listen, I was watching a new movie called Indra. Telugu people know Indra? I think in Hindi also it got dubbed. Chiranjeevi movie. I was watching that movie. In that movie, there was a famous, powerful dialogue. Tanikala Bharani is introducing about Chiranjeevi. Evari peru chepte Rayalaseemalo varshalu padtayo. That means whose name if I tell the rain will fall. Okay. And is the name is what? That much powerful name, good name. Okay. Good vibrations will come. He's started explaining. You know how much I addicted to Java thinking wherever I go. Then within fraction of seconds, I got flash static keyword in my mind. Evari peri chepte memory provide chestado. Okay. With whom name if I say JVM provide memory to my variables, methods and class, that keyword is static keyword. Okay. Okay. After no, I realized it. Next day I came to the class and told the dialogue to the student. Shock, sir, are you Manisha Mohan Baba? What are you telling? Okay. That's what, once you get addicted, how can you become addiction to anything? Keep on thinking about it. Wherever you go, you carry with that, thought process. Then automatically become addicted. Many times I told you, when you leave the class, what Java you learned today, don't leave it. Take it. Yesterday, synchronization completed. After dinner completed, when you go to sing, did you bring that synchronization? Yes. Did you say, array, synchronization, come sequentially, let me complete my task and then come. Did you think it? No. I forgot synchronization in the class and left. That's what, I don't leave like that. I used to carry. Okay. When I was watching a movie, when I go to any place or any place, my mind is still keep on running Java. Okay. This concept where I can use in my teaching. This concept where in which chapter belongs to what? Actually here videos there are not, I don't know. There is a one video, 2 cats sharing the milk. Okay. There are some motivation videos also in my house system was there. Multi-threading, when I want to teach, I was searching what is the best example. When I was watching Facebook, that time Facebook famous, no, of course, now also. Then when I go through free time Facebook, I used to go through for students' doubts clarifying. In that process, I have found one video, 2 cats are drinking milk. One cat is giving the milk basket box to the other cat. That other cat drinking and giving back. Again, this cat is drinking and giving back. So tell me that is what? Object. One cat is a thread, that cat is what? Another thread. This thread drinking and giving that object to another thread. Then what the concept? Inter-thread communication. What the concept? Inter-thread communication. There are 2 threads are there. First cat, second cat. Both cats are using same object. Second cat is waiting until first cat complete its operation. Once this cat complete its operation, then telling now you use it. Okay. Then second cat completing its operation and giving that object to the second thread. First cat, you drink milk now. So this communication by sharing the object is called what? Inter-thread communication. So wherever I go, whatever the video I am watching, whatever the thing I am seeing, how it can I use in my programming? This is only the thought run in my mind. What about you? Never. That's why you didn't addict to Java yet. Okay. So if you think about something what you want, automatically get addicted. Shall we start class? Yes, sir. Don't get addicted to anything, especially to the people. Most danger. If you addict to your thing or if you addict to a habit, somehow you can come out. If you addict to a person, you cannot live without that person. Class. Look at here, please. I'm taking a class called factory. Sugar factory, no factory. Yeah. Inside factory, we can perform 2 operations. Number 1, produce. What produce? Items. How many items produced? I am saving in the class. In items. Items are produced and stored in the factory only, na? This dot items equal to this dot items plus past items. See, once new items are generated, those items I have to add it to the existing items now. Next, I want to consume items. Void consume. Now, how many items to consume? Int items. Okay, this dot items equal to this dot items minus items. Very important. Please focus. Not easy to understand. The most difficulty point of multi-threading is this program and this concept. And this is compulsory asking question olden days. Nowadays asking, not asking. Multi-threading questions very less people are asking. I don't know whether this is still asking or not. Please focus. I have an object. This object contains what? Two operations. Tell me. Are these two operations, produce and consume, will you perform on two different factory objects or same factory object? In a factory object, say Bajaj factory, you are producing items and you consume items from same factory. Okay, now done? Understood? Okay, who will produce? Factory will produce. Factory is a thing. How factory can produce? Factory people are factory machines. Now the people who are working in factory to produce items are called what? Producer. So I am taking a class called producer. Tell me, producer is an object, is a thread object. It is not a business logic object, it is a thread object. Producer should produce items. Class producer extends thread or implement runnable. It is a project I want to take runnable and must override run method. Tell me, producer must produce items by his own by performing operation. By its own by calling operation. Which operation? Produce. Produce. Produce method must call by his own factory object by receiving factory object. Own factory. Are you owner of the factory? Producer is the owner of the factory or worker of the factory. Then he is sent to which branch? That in that branch he has to work, na? So in which branch he is sending, that branch he has to work. That means he should create factory object, he should receive the factory object. FA dot. Okay, and this FA must receive private factory FA, or else can I take a full name? Now, this producer will call this produce method to produce items one time or two times or three times or repeatedly. In Java, how can execute any logic repeatedly? By using loop. I am taking for loop. For I want to ask the producer to produce 10 times. Int I equal to 1, I less than or equals to 10, I plus plus. And produce how many items? I items. First time 1 item, second time 2 items, third time 3 items, fourth time 4 items, fifth time 5 items. Okay. Tell me, once a producer produce items for himself or for consumer? Consumer and a customer. Customer has sent an order. Produce 10 items. Okay, boss. I generated 10 items. Then consumer should come and consume. Na? That means I need class consumer implements runnable. Then run. Now tell me, consumer should consume the items from his own factory? No, from the factory where he has given order. Then the factory object consumer should create a receiver. Then factory dot consume of tell me that factory variable I have to create, na? Create a local field, create field. Okay. not object, right? Factory. Then next, I have to initialize this factory. For that, Control Shift O, generate constructor. Constructor ready, right? Then consume of. How many items should consume? As many produced, those many consume. For int I equal to 1, I less than or equals to 10, I plus plus. Hello, understood? Then the main method. Now first I have to create factory object na. Factory equal to new factory. Okay, I want to take Bajaj factory. Then I should create one producer producer prod equal to new producer. Which if he is producing items in which factory? Bajaj. Then I should create consume. Okay, cons equal to new consumer of Bajaj factory. Here, runnable task ready here. To run this task, we need, tell me, workers are working under one manager. Now, we need a manager to assign the work. Now, what is required? Thread th1 equal to new thread. Can I say this is a producer thread equal to new thread of by passing what? Prod. Next, thread consumer thread equal to new thread of. Okay, shall I write producer otherwise for better clarity? Consumer and then producer. Here I want to take producer thread and here consumer thread equal to new consumer. Okay, then I have to start producer thread dot start consumer thread dot start. Code. Did you understand what code I have written? Yes. I have created one object with the two operations. To start first operation, one thread, to start second operation, second thread, and to start both the threads mainly. Because runnable, I have passed the objects. Okay. Then tell me, last 4-5 days we are writing same code, no? Yes, just names are changed. Yes. Okay. Is it a right implementation or wrong implementation? You have written code, you will get output. But is the business requirement satisfied or not satisfied? Why not satisfied? Tell me. You said not satisfied. Now, as you know what the business, tell me. Why you are feeling that business requirement not satisfied? What is the business requirement? You have to consider previous knowledge, what I have shared. Start from synchronization and tell me. Now, producer thread, consumer thread are accessing same factory object. Oh, two threads are accessing same object from produce method, consume method. Okay. Then there is a chance both produce consume methods are executed concurrently. Then items are properly produced and items are properly consumed. Now the producer started producing the item 1. Then half item produced. Item is produced only half. Then meanwhile he got lunch time. He went for the lunch. Then consumer in the middle coming. Now consuming that half manufactured item. Okay, na? Tell me, when producer is producing item in the middle of the produce method, should I allow consumer or should not allow? I must ask him, right, waiter, don't access the half manufactured item. Wait until the product is fully finished. Understand? Have you ever seen on the highway roads half manufactured vehicles are going? No. Tata company trucks, right? Tata company lorries or bus, if you take, in Chennai, there is a plant, the Tata company that will manufacture engine. Then that engine has to bring to the Vizag for preparing the body. Then that vehicle should bring to Hyderabad for painting. Different plants based on the cost they're manufacturing. Okay. Tell me, once the engine is manufactured in Hyderabad, Chennai, now did you see 4 wheels are prepared, one driver seat steering, front mirror, and he is driving and going on the road? Tell me, that is a fully manufactured product, half manufactured. Will you buy it, my dear consumer? Then you have to wait until the vehicle is fully manufactured. In the middle of produce, I don't want to execute, consume. Now consumer seriously consuming the item and you started second item to produce, then he's get tension, no? Then until he consume that item, producer has to wait. And then tell me, how can we make sure in the middle of produce, consume not executed, in the middle of consume, produce not executed? Whom? Give me complete answer, don't say half of. Produce and consume, both methods you have to declare as. Now I didn't declare as a synchronized. Then what happened? Look at the you will get output, zigzag output. Run ra. Hey. क्या है भाई? Oh, SOPL are not there anywhere. Okay. In produce method, I want write yes out and a software engineer brain. As a software time over, not a software engineer, while writing code, we never write SOPLMs. We will write the code just like that, and last one statement, task done. Okay, so with that mind, unable to write the SOP. Now write down. What I'm writing, double quotes. Produced items plus this dot item. How many items are produced? Next. Consumed items, this dot items. Control F11. Produced items 0 none. Produced items 2. Produced items 5. Consumed items 0. Consumed items next what? Wonderful. Right. Items produced 5. Did you see? Items produced 5. Consumed items are next. Consumed items are 4. Yani jochini meta 4. From where the remaining 4 are came? Produced items are 5, but excess 2 items you consumed without producing more 4 you consumed. Tell me. This running is program execution is okay na? Hey, ye kya hai? So this code is right design code or wrong design? I just develop by following syntax, but not by following project requirement. So while produce method executing, consume should not execute. While consume executing, produce should not execute. Then I have to declare both methods as what? Synchronized. Bolo. If I declare methods as synchronized, just I declare methods as synchronized. Tell me, is it possible or not possible? I mean, is the desired result will come or will not come? Come or will not come? Production started. Produce method execution is passed. Then consumer has a chance or no chance? No chance. Then consumer has to wait because both are accessing same object. Then consumer doesn't have chance to execute. Again, control come back to produce method. Produce method execution is executed. Okay. Then next question. After produce method execution completed, one item produced. Control will go to run method, for loop, no. Produce method you call where? Producer, run method, produce call. Inside where? For loop. By passing item number 1. By passing item number 1, control will enter it into produce method. The moment control entered into produce method, factory object is locked, produce method is running. Then in the middle program execution passed. Consume method has a chance to execute? No, because it is also synchronized method. Lock is required. Then consume method execution passed. JVM is returned back to produce method. Production completed. Then lock is released. Then control come back to run method. Inside consumer. Produce you call from where? Run. After produce method completed, control come back to run, right? Producer thread execution not completed yet. I mean, time is not completed yet. Okay. So it will come back to what? Run. Inside run method, what you did? You call produce method again. By giving produce item number 2. Control will go to produce method. Second item should produce or should not produce. Come on, everyone. Second item should be produced or should not be produced? Should not be produced. Why? Without consuming, how can you allow the next production? Is it a loss to the company? Na? Company should produce items only on demand. Already I produce item placed in the market. No one is buying my product. Then if I go for second item to produce, it's a loss. So tell me, when produce method executes second time, only after consume. Okay, na? That means you have to pass produce method until consume method executed. Okay, you pass it somehow, control come to consume method. Consume method consumed first item. Then in first iteration, item number 1 consumed. Control come back to run method. Following. Then in run method, consume method you call second time. Again it is going to consume. Should allow to consume or should not allow? Why? There is no item to consume. Na? Consume method has to wait until item is produced. That means you should get to one conclusion. Okay, produce method, consume method are dependent. They are not independent. They are dependent. Produce, consume. Again produce, consume. You should execute produce and consume method sequentially and alternatively. While produce method running, consume should not execute. While consume running, produce should not execute. What we call it as sequential. Produce completed. Then are you allowed to execute produce again? No. You must allow only consume to execute. After consume completed, produce. After produce, consume. After consume, produce. This is called alternative. In the middle of produce, consume should not allow. Sequential. After produce, compulsory only consume. After consume only produce. That is called what? Alternative. So tell me, what flow of execution required for this project? Only sequential sufficient? No. Only concurrent sufficient? No. I need sequential and alternative flow of execution. For that, you have to develop one more additional concept. Only synchronization will not sufficient. Synchronization or synchronized keyword will support you only to execute two methods sequentially, but will not support alternatively. So what is the output of this program? Look, produced items 1, Second produced items 3 because 2 plus 1 3. Then 6, 10, 15. Look at that. 14. Look at that. Produced items up to here without consuming the first item, you are producing more items. Without consuming that more items, again you are producing. Produce. By finally, consume items how many? 12. 14. 14. Without producing remaining items, 12 items are consumed. Without producing next items, 9 items are consumed. 5 items, 0 items, minus 6 items. Is it right output or wrong output? So, what is missing? Alternative flow of execution is missing. So, how to develop alternative flow of execution? By pausing. All right? By pausing. Come on, speak out. Otherwise, you will sleep now. I told you topic is very difficult. I am already sleeping mode. Right, look at here. This is my factory object. And these are the 2 threads. Very, very important topic. Maximum 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. Please focus. Multi-threading chapter about to complete. This is the last topic, last but one topic of multi-thread programming. Please understand. Now this is producer thread. And this is consumer thread. Producer thread call factory dot produce of I. Consumer thread call factory dot consume of I. Prod method calling in the loop, consume also calling in the loop. Tell me, assume first prod thread got access to execute. Hello. Then prod method is get the access to the object. Then what happened? Object is locked. Tell me, inside this object I have items. Why is cutting sometime? Okay. I too know that one. That's why I'm repeating again and again. Okay. Tell me now. What the current items in the factory? 0. Now prod method called. What logic? This dot items equal to this dot items plus 1 second. Before executing this prod method logic, first of all, we have to verify items there in the factory or not. Yeah. If items already there, should execute a pause. If items are not there, then execute. Then tell me, what is the change I should use here? Inside prod method, I should directly go and produce items. No. Before producing items, I should verify if this dot items. Why excess work you are doing? Take one Boolean vary. Flag items available. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఫ్లాగ్ అని రాశాను అనుకో, ఆలోచించండి. ఓకే, థింక్. ఇఫ్ ఫ్లాగ్ ఎవరి ఫ్లాగ్ రా? పాకిస్తాన్ ఫ్లాగా, ఇండియా ఫ్లాగా, కజకిస్తాన్ ఫ్లాగ్? ఎవరి ఫ్లాగ్ ఇది? FLAG. ఫ్లాగ్ FLAG. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి రా, ఎవరి ఫ్లాగ్ ఇది? అసలు ఈజ్ అ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఈజ్ రీడబుల్ ఇఫ్ ఫ్లాగ్ అయితే. Do you understand my point? In the consume method, what I should write? If flag మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడేం రాయాలి? ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ కండిషన్ ఏం రాయాలి? వాట్ ఐ షుడ్ రైట్ హియర్? ఇఫ్ నో ఫ్లాగ్, ఫ్లాగ్ అయితే ప్రొడ్యూస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయొద్దు, నో ఫ్లాగ్ అయితే కన్జ్యూమ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయదు. ఇఫ్ ఫ్లాగ్ don't execute producer, if no flag execute consumer. Is it meaningful or is it meaningful? Think. Right click, refactor, rename, items in items available. I taken variable name as items available, items available. Okay, private boolean, items available. If items available, don't execute. If items not available, either consume. If items not available, then don't execute. And tell me which variable is meaningful. Are you realized? Is items available? That is method row. Method name starts with is. Variable name not starts with is. All you guys understand why I'm writing this if condition? To verify whether items available or not. Suppose if items not available, go produce items and then display number of items produced. After producing items, I must change items available equal to true now. Understood? Then if items not available, then what to do? Pass. If items available, go consume. After consuming, I have to tell that items available or not available. Not available means what? Pass. Do you understand why I have introduced the Boolean variable? Boolean variable for creating communication between the two threads. To pass the thread or to resume the thread, I need one communication variable. That communication variable is Boolean variable. Okay, done. Tell me now. Here, inside if condition, what should I do? I should pass this currently running thread. Yes or no? I should pass this producer thread if items available. Everyone tell me how to pass. You have three methods: yield method, sleep method, join method. Which is correct method? Can I use yield method? No. Can I use sleep method? Yes. Now here I am calling thread dot sleep of how much time? 2000 milliseconds. Can you guarantee that 2000 milliseconds consumer will consume the items in the factory? After 2000 milliseconds completed, control will come out of the sleep state and downlines are executed or not? Items are before consuming only I am going and seriously producing item. Then he will get scared with the sounds. Sleep method suitable or not suitable? You are passing producer thread independent of other threads or depending on other threads. You have to pass for other thread to complete its task. Na? Then which method? Join method. Super. What I should call? Consume thread dot join. Sir, consume thread is not available here now, sir. We will pass as an argument stored in the producer thread. Okay? And tell me, consume thread dot join method I have to call. Then what happened? Producer thread execution is passed. How long? Until consumer thread execution is completed. Okay. Consumer thread execution completed. Again, the iteration is called consumer thread execution started second time. Will you allow or should not allow? Should not allow. I have to pass this currently running thread. How? By using sleep method? No. By using wonderful join method. What I should call here? Prod thread dot join. Wow, super method you call. So whatever knowledge you got up to now, you have used, right? Blindly you are using. If you pass the time, then where is the communication? Fully consumed until that you have to wait. Fully producing the item until that consumer should wait. Not? Then you didn't get any new order. You have to wait. If consumer not consume means you didn't get any new orders, na? So you have to wait. What are the knowledge you have up to now? We have used blindly. What is the need of pausing consumer? Without producing items, how consumer can execute? If first time a consumer got chance to execute, who will consider that case? What the guarantee always? Producer got a chance to execute first. Understood? There is no guarantee who will execute first. So we have to verify consumer may got chance to execute first. Come on. You have implemented the concept, whatever you learn. Correct. Wonderfully. I want to pass the producer thread until consumer completed. I want to pass consumer thread until producer completed. So there is a dependent pass. So to implement dependent pass, which method I have to call? Join. Yeah, I call join method correctly. Wonderful. Nice. Next. That is synchronized. That is the point you have to consider. You are passing which type of method, Nana? Synchronized method. When you pass a synchronized method, current lock, the object acquired lock on the current object, na? The lock is released or not released? What you did? You produce the items and you call to consumer, come and consume the items. Your items are ready. Then consumer bring his lorry, come to your factory gate. You pass the production. You have to allow the consumer into your factory to consume. Na? Hello? Are you feeling? Visualizing? Lorry is waiting outside. Consumer lorry is waiting outside. But you didn't close the door. You are sitting inside and saying, consumer, where are you? Come inside. Open the door. You come. I passed. You come and consume it. Open door. I don't open the door. You only come. Possible or not possible? So tell me. Either use sleep method or use join method. Useless. Why? Object is law. Producer, first iteration completed, item is produced. Observe the diagram. Item is produced. Then producer coming second time. And now condition found, already one item is there. Execution is passed. Then JVM shifting here. Consume method has to call on which object? Factory, which is already locked. Can it access or cannot access? Cannot access. Then what happened? Producer waiting for consumer to complete. Consumer waiting for lock to release. Consumer never completed. Producer never resumed. Then what happened? Samajh mein aaya no? So remove synchronized. Wonderful. If I remove synchronized, consumer will come in the middle of production. Consumer should wait until, synchronized block or synchronized method doesn't matter, na? Local variable. If you create local variable, you have your own factory, I have my own factory. Okay, na? And that you are deviated from the problem discussion. What is the problem here? Don't change the architecture of the problem. I mean, concept. What is the architecture of the concept? Two threads should access same object. If you create object local, I have my own factory, you have your own factory, na? Then this all nonsense, not required. You deviated. Come again. Now we have two threads accessing same object. When producer thread is passed, we should allow consumer thread to execute. How? I wanted don't think about what method to call. Okay. Why consumer unable to execute? Because the object is locked and the called method is what? Synchronized. If I remove synchronized, what happen? Concurrent flow we will get. In the middle of consumer products, producer will start production the item. In consumer, if remove synchronized keyword, what happened? While consumer executing, producer got a chance to execute, na? The loss will come, right? Until fully consumed, you should not prepare. Okay, let me take another example for you. You take dosa bandi. Dosa bandi. Bandi. Breakfast bandi, roadside bandi will be then a puri. No, don't. Stall, okay. Now observe here, this is dosa bandi. Feel dosa bandi, okay. Now on this bandi, there is a basket. This is a puris manufacturing basket. This is a stove. Here, that, not those, puri. Okay. This is stove, and here oil there. Here dosa master stand, such a puri master stand. What puri master will do? Prepare the puri and throwing into the oil, na? Right. He throw that puri into oil and take that into this plate. First puri, second puri, third puri, fourth puri, fifth puri, sixth puri, and keep on manufacturing the puri, sir. Will he keep on manufacturing the puri? What he will do? He is having some quantity in his mind. 10 puris I want to prepare. After 10 puris prepared, then what he will do? This puri master will take rest. Okay. Then consumer coming. Okay. Consumer. Hey. Walking. And order. Egg plate puri de do. Okay. Egg puri plate here, 2 items will come, no? 1 puri completed. Consumer is waiting for one more customer to come to consume next set. And tell me, now the plate is empty now. Then again now producer, puri master is started again preparing puris, no? So tell me, in the middle of consuming productions are going on? No. Tell me, now those, puri is there inside the oil, then he is making him a hurry. Hey, come on, fast. Then half prepared puri will give. Can he eat? So finally tell me, both sides synchronized keyword must be there, na? Okay, done. So point is clear. Both produce method, consume method must be synchronized method. Super. If control entered into prod method, factory object is locked. Then prod method found that, okay, already items are there. I should not produce. I should wait for consumer to consume. Then he has to pass. For passing purpose, he called what? Either sleep method or join method to allow consumer to execute. Then when prod method execution is passed, consumer has a chance to execute now? No. Because consume method is synchronized method. It should obtain the lock on the factory object. Already factory object is locked by producer. Now deadlock occurred. Situation understood again? Yes. Tell me, what is the solution to this problem? Are you people don't deviate from the problem, okay? Focus on the problem. Just only one point you try to think. I'm not asking what is the implementation. Implementation I'm not asking. You tell me the solution and the solution. What should happen here? Why loop of worst fellow? What reader? Chintamalli Abhinav. For loop ki while loop ki entra difference. Problem on lock, worst fellow. Think on that. Remove the lock. Excellent. How to remove the lock? Tell me, what is the problem here? Listen. Just passing this thread, is it sufficient? You are passing for what purpose? To allow other thread to access your object, na? If you lock the object and calling other thread, what the use of it? So tell me, what I need to do in the prod method or in consume method? I have to pass my currently running thread and unlock the object. Make it available for other threads. Understood? Everyone tell me. Sleep method only passes the thread. Join method only passes the thread. Now I need another method which can pass the thread, unlock the object. Or the next method. Last bag I told you 3-4 methods. Yield method, sleep method, join method, wait method. How much time you will wait for the answer? I already told you, I need another method. Oh, wait. When will you get that common sense? Tell me what I should call it. Wait method is a normal method or pausing method. Then it may interrupt. So you should call inside try catch. And then here inside consume method also how to pass. Sorry, this is a consume method. And here also what should I call? Wait. Active okay. Guess what I am asking. Tell me. By calling wait method, what happened? By calling wait method, what is the functionality of wait method? Wait method performing one operation or two operations? First operation pauses currently running thread and unlock the current object. Current object is factory object. When it unlock the object, consumer has a chance to access the lock and then execute. Na? Yes. Okay. What is the output of this program? After adding wait, what is the output of this program? Start again. First control come to prod thread. Prod thread in the first iteration calling prod method by covering 1. Then control JVM found that prod method is a synchronized method. Then log the object. Started production logic. In production first statement what written? If items available. What the default value of items available? Default value of items available. 0 now. Boolean default value. False. Not true, not 0. Okay. If false. False means condition logic executed go outer condition. After if block what written? This dot items equal to this dot items plus 1. 1 plus 0, 0 replaced with what? 1. Items available, produced items 1. Items available change it false to true. Okay. Then down you have any other statements? No. Control come out of prod method, produce method. When control come out of the produce method, synchronized method, lock is released or not? From there control is going to consumer thread, producer run method. Producer run method. In producer run method inside for loop prod method, produce method again called by giving item number 2. Then again control come to prod method. Found method is what? Lock. And the logic is verifying. If items available true na? Then now what is executed? Wait. What the functionality of the wait method? Pass currently running thread, unlock the object. Then JVM shifting from producer thread to while producer, consumer not written. While consuming, producer not executing. After produce completed, again produce executed or consumed? Consume. Okay. Na? After consume, wait. Story. Consume method is called second time bypassing second item. Control come to consume method. Consume method internal is a synchronized method. Again locked for consumer. Then if not items available, false. Items available true, not items available. Then control go to if block and call what method? Wait. Wait method call. What the wait method functionality? Pass currently running thread execution unlock the object. Object is unlocked, consumer is passed. Then control come back to producer in which state? Which way, which passed state? Waiting state. Why it is waiting? Why is waiting? For consumer to complete. Does consumer completed? Did you inform to producer? Then how can you produce? What you did? You said producer, wait. Consumer, wait. Then both are waiting. Okay, boss. Understood? You have just to call wait method. With the wait method, what happened? Threads are passed, put it in waiting state. It is waiting for other thread to complete and notify. Is other thread notify it or not notify? When it is not notified, just it is waiting. You have called to your friend and told, "Arey, wait at a bus stop, I am coming." Okay. You started, but you didn't inform him that you are coming or started and leave that stage. You are just waiting there for your friend to call. And he never called and you are waiting in the bus stop lifelong. Okay, no, not okay. Okay, no, Ray. Now this application leads to deadlock. Lifelong it is in. Why consumer zero coming? Ma? Consumer we should get one. Main method? Array, this is spelling same I have used. Does Java know spellings? Okay. Because of spelling problem, we didn't get wrong output, okay? What the name I have used, same name. What with what name I created, same name I have used. So no problem. Consumer of I value come to consume. Okay, understood. I should not use this dot items, I should use items. Local variable I have to use. Because how many items I am producing, I have to tell here, na? How many items I produce? How many items are there in the factory, you should not tell. Understood? How many items are there in the factory after consuming 0? I should not say 0. I should say what? How many items I passed? Parameter I have to use. Produced items 1, consumed items 1. Then program execution passed. Look at there. It is in running mode. Okay, na? It is in running mode and it is never terminated because both the threads are in waiting state, waiting for the notification by other threads. These threads are not notifying each other. Is there any communication or no communication? Then deadlock. So wait method, join method, synchronized keyword, wrong usage leads to what? Deadlock. That means here how to solve this problem? After items produced, before closing this produce method, I should call another method called what? Acquiring the lock, it will go to ready to run and then running. So when from the waiting state to lock acquisition state, the thread will come when we call notify. So when you call notify, now the thread is moving from which state? Which thread is moving? Producer thread or consumer thread? Excellent, consumer. Wait thread will work on current thread. Notify will work on other thread, not on the same thread. Who is the other thread in the project? Consumer. Then next here, consume method at the end after consuming, I have to call what? Notify. Okay, na? Control F11. Observe now. Produced 1, consumed 1. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Hope you all understand. Let's now apply the flow of execution here once again. Ready? First, producer started. Then prod method call by passing index number 1. I mean, not index number, item number 1. Then JVM moving from run method to prod method. Prod method found it is synchronized. Object is locked. Are you recollecting thread life cycle states also now? Right. Now, then prod method, first condition what? If items in factory, items available, true. True. True or false? False. Then go after if condition. We'll go after if condition. What is it? This dot items equal to this dot items minus 1. Plus 1. Then 0 plus 1, 1 stored. Right? Then produced items 1. Then down what you written? Items produced. True. Then notify. Tell me. Now this notify method call has any effect or no effect? No effect. Because no thread in the waiting state. You call interrupt method. If no thread is coming to sleep state, then interrupt method has any effect? No. Same way, when you call notify method, JVM will go into look into waiting state. In waiting state, any other thread is there? No. That is just ignore that call. Okay. Then now, prod method completed. Lock is released. Control come to run method. Run method calling prod method second time by giving item number 2. Then control come to prod method again. Object is locked. Following. Then if items available, true. Then wait. What wait method will do? Pass the currently running thread, release the lock. Then JVM is moving to consumer thread. In the consumer thread run method, you call consume method in the loop by passing item value 1. Then JVM moving to consume method. Consume method synchronize, lock the object. Okay, na? Then this dot items equal. Hey, 1 minute. If condition. If not items available, false. Go down. This dot items equal to this dot items minus 1. 0 replace with 0. Sorry, 1 replace with 0. Then consumed items. Items is a parameter which contains 0 na 1 na 1. Items consumed 1. Then down. Next line what? Items available equal to. Items available equal to false. Then notify. Tell me, the notify method in the consume method will have effect now. Yes. Now notify method will go to waiting state. Already prod thread is waiting for the lock on factory object. Then asking, hey, get up, how much time you will stay? Move to lock acquisition state. Now prod thread is moving from waiting state to lock acquisition state, and it is waiting for acquiring the lock. Okay, then consumer completes the consume method, coming out, lock is released. Control come back to run method of consumer. It is calling consume method by passing item number 2. Then control come to where now consumer. Consume method is synchronized method. Again, factory object is locked. Next, if items available, not items available, true. Then wait. Consumer being from running state to wait state. Then JVM is looking into not ready. That there looking into no what is lock acquisition. Waiting for
Ayuk.
to wait to lock acquired to ready to run to running. So this flow is keep on running. If you use pen and paper and prepare the center flow of diagram by your own, then the story will be clear. Otherwise, the story will be mystery. Okay, na? It will be as a mystery. Something he told that day. Understanding the multi-threading chapter. Okay, na? Thank you. That's all for today class. This program and explanation, notes, everything there in the material. Go and read.
नाही बंदूक होता
नाही